So before we start this whole process of watching the last ever performance of One More Light, I just want to give you some background as to my story. So I am someone who has survived a suicide attempt. Back in 2008, I did take my own life and I was gone. I was found and saved, although I did spend, I think it was 2 days in a coma. And in the years that have gone by since then, the thoughts of suicide have still entered my mind as recently as probably February, March of this year. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to give you the story as to how I came across this song by Linkin Park. So last January, I was in Thailand with my wife, and we were having a party with her sister and her boyfriend, and we decided to play a game where we had a Bluetooth speaker in the middle of the table, and we would take it in turns to play a song that had a lot of meaning to us. And my sister-in-law's boyfriend picked his song, and part of the game was you had to explain why the song meant something to you. So he went on to say, this song I'm going to play for you was the last song this guy ever sang before he died. So I'm thinking it was maybe some, classic song from the 60s, the 70s, and he began to play this beautiful song. And within the first, minute or so, I recognized the voice being that of Chester Bennington. And as the lyrics of the song began to sort of hit me, one, it's a very strong lyric, but two, I knew it was Chester Bennington, and I knew what had happened to him back in 2017. And the whole experience was just too much, and I broke down. And that was the point. I had to sort of almost reveal my secret to everyone that yes, I am someone who has done what he did, but I am fortunate to have survived. So that always stuck in my head. And I also need to point out I was never really a fan of Linkin Park. I did like the song Faint, but I would not call myself a fan. Now fast forward to last weekend, my wife and I had a barbecue with our Thai friends, and they were playing music, and it was all Thai music. We're having a great time. I felt amazing, and out of the blue, someone put on the track "Numb" by Linkin Park, and that hit me hard. And I broke down once again. I had to remove myself, and a complete breakdown. I guess just the memories and the fact that I can relate to what he was going through. It was extremely powerful. I got over that and was able to rejoin the party, and things went well. But the fact that a Linkin Park song could trigger me so easily got me thinking maybe I need to sort of do a bit more research into Linkin Park, and especially Chester Bennington, just to understand his story more. And in doing that, I have discovered a video here which apparently is his last performance of the song One More Light. And I just want to watch this to see if I can recognize the signs, because I know that I was absolutely displaying the signs before my suicide. And like I said, as recently as February, March of this year, the thoughts were coming back into my head extremely strongly. Excuse me. I really was at such a low ebb that I really did think that dying was the answer to the problems I was having. So I just want to watch this and maybe just do some commentary as to what I'm seeing from this guy, because make no mistake, mental health is an extremely genuine, serious subject that is not easily dismissed as being, I've had a lot of people say, you're in a bad mood, you'll get over it. It really isn't that simple. So I just want to see if I can recognize and relate to the signs. So I've got to be honest, I'm extremely nervous watching this. I'm afraid that I'm going to embarrass myself, which is something I shouldn't do, because if you have something wrong with your brain, that's the same as having something wrong with your heart or your liver. It's a medical condition, but there's still that stigma that mental health, and people are going to label you as some sort of loony, some sort of weirdo. I'm trying hard not to let those thoughts occupy my mind, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you my commentary, and hopefully if someone watching this can relate to what I'm seeing, we can all, band together and we can get through this together. But, without further ado, we're going to check this out. Okay. This is something I'm having a hard time with. As someone who suffers these ailments, I crave attention and I guess love from everyone I meet. And here's someone who had, we have to assume there were, like, say, 20,000 people in this arena, all focused on him, but that still wasn't enough. It's it's weird, but anyway. Beautiful, man. Okay. I've already lost it. I'll tell you why. The sadness, the shallowness in his eyes. I've been there a number of times. My mother has seen it. My wife has seen it back in February, March of this year. She saw the emptiness in my eyes, and I'm seeing it right here. It's remarkable. It's remarkable that that someone as ordinary as me can display those signs, and the people around me can see it. This guy, who was worshipped by millions, is displaying it, and yet no one could help him. That's the hard thing to accept in this story. But I'm going to try and persevere. Wow. Whew, that's hard to watch on a number of levels. One being the fact that he cares if one more light goes out, but he didn't care enough if his own light went out, which is something I completely relate to. There's a bad still there. Okay. But someone said, "You're amazing." And that's something I crave. I crave the acceptance of others. Like I said, he's got a whole arena of people accepting him, telling him he's amazing, and yet that's still not enough. It's the hardest thing to put into words. But for me personally, it's strange in that I tend to isolate myself, but at the same time I crave the attention of others. And here's someone who had that attention, but even that wasn't enough to stop him doing what he did. So I'm going to try and continue. Okay, I'm not doing at all well, as you can probably tell. Whew. But you know what? I'm not going to watch any more of this. This is just too much. But what I really want to stress here is that when someone who apparently has the world at their feet, millions of fans, thousands in the moment telling him how amazing he is and touching their souls, and yet still that wasn't enough to stop him from killing himself. So then when you translate that into ordinary people like me, maybe like you, who don't have thousands of fans, and we still have those feelings, it really does go to show just how powerful and how damaging mental health can be. I really can't watch any more of this. It really is too hard for me, because it just brings back the memories of helplessness that I had. And when you see someone that's as successful as he was, he still has those feelings. Money, fame, power doesn't change the fact that if you have that, how do I say, that the incorrect wiring in your brain, you're still going to be susceptible to these thoughts. And what I'm trying to do is draw strength from this and know that, having done it myself and survived, clearly I was given a second chance. And I just want to enforce to everyone who's watching this that yes, mental health is very real. This isn't just a case of you're in a bad mood or whatever. This is a real thing. And just know that there are people who have survived attempts of suicide, and know that it is possible to get through this. I am going to absolutely take strength from watching this. Like I said, I can't watch anymore. I've seen enough. I saw the pain, I saw the sadness in his eyes. I've been there, and I'm just going to take inspiration from the fact that I can recognize that sadness and address it head on and do something about it. So anyway, I can't finish the video, so I'm going to stop this here. But I'm just going to say, if you are feeling these thoughts, you have to speak to somebody. I'm very fortunate in that the wife I have right now is so understanding and so sympathetic to what I go through, and having that support is crucial. It really is. So please don't be afraid to ask for help. There's no shame in it. Like I said, if you had a problem with your heart or your liver or you had arthritis, people understand that. They have to learn to understand that mental health is real, and they can help us get better. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video where things will be a bit more lighthearted. Thank you.